Hello, this is Casey with Casey's Spiritual Corner, and I'm here to do the Gemini love reading for April 16th to 30th of 2019 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, and all my new watchers. Thank you for coming. Okay, so for this month, I'm probably going to every other month, I'm going to start announcing what I tell my private readers, okay? I understand that this is a general reading and it is for many, many people, but I think the same principles apply to it. So the first one is don't give your power away to a reading. Follow your inner knowing. That always has priority. I'm only here to help you find clarity so you can make some choices and decisions. The universe gave you free will. Use it. Question everything. And if you don't like what you hear, make a choice. Change it. Because I could tell you something and you may not like the way the energy is going. So you can invalidate the whole reading by making a choice and changing your mind and just changing everything. Okay, and we have the ability to pick up other people's thoughts and feelings. So walk around for 3 days. Try this. Ask, when you think something, ask, well, who does this belong to? Is it somebody else's? If it's somebody else's, send it back to them through the violet flame with love. Is it something else? If it's something else, send it back through the violet flame to be transformed into something healing for the earth and give it to the earth. Is it yours? Ask what percentage of it is yours and send the rest back through the violet flame with love. Okay? So we will, I promise I will come up. I have a new spread that I'm going to work on. I have to get comfortable with it. But we will be doing 10-card Celtic spread today with clarifiers. And we have 2 romance angel cards. Okay. It's a nice snowy night tonight. They told us we were going to have another super cyclone. Hasn't manifested yet. The wind's just starting to blow, so okay, clarifiers. Okay. Okay. So in the situation we have the Fool. You've completed many cycles. Okay. You were starting over a whole new cycle. You know, what are you going to co-create with the universe? This is the Fool. He's stepping off into the unknown to start a whole new adventure. And he has total trust in the universe. They call him the Fool, but is he really the Fool because he has that total trust in the universe that everything's going to be okay? It's a new adventure. And then crossing that, we have the King of Cups. You know, they're usually somebody in the helping profession and the kings are masters of their emotions. They could be somebody working in the arts. They can be emotionally detached at times because they hide their inner thoughts and emotions. They're usually warm, generous, and even easygoing. And he's ready to offer a cup of love, whether it's just something of an emotional nature. A cup of love could be an apology, something like that. And then we have the Five of Swords, and that is a battlefield. Okay, there's been a defeat. This guy is feeling very victorious. He's holding all their swords, but actually it's a hollow kind of victory. You know, look at all the people that have been hurt. Was it actually a victory at all? And there's lots and lots of anger here. So in the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is someone very independent. She doesn't put up with any nonsense. She's very fair-minded. She focuses on a lot of logic and facts. She's holding the sword of truth and wisdom, okay? She knows how to tap into her own inner strength. And she knows what she wants. So in the now, this is where you're at now. This is the completion. This is where you are getting ready, where you have completed all these lessons, these major lessons, and now you're ready to step into the Fool, because it runs through the major arcana. We start with the Fool and we end it with the World. So this is where you're completing this in order for you to step into this. And it's funny because okay, here's the two. The Fool is also here for a clarifying card. This is where you're at now. You're finishing and you're walking off into the unknown for a new adventure. And it's an interesting, because in these they have the little dog. Well, this one doesn't, but this one has the little dog. And I tell people it's no accident that dog is God spelled backwards, because the dog gives you all the unconditional love and trust that the universe actually gives to us, and that we should have for the universe also. And then we have the King of Swords. Is that what's back here too? Oh, that's the King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Swords is somebody in deep thought. He's somebody that prefers logic. He likes rules. Sometimes they work in government or law. They're very quick thinking. A lot of times they could be engineers. They take their time with trust. They follow their inner knowing. They live more in their mind than they do their emotions. So they're head over heart, okay? Well, this one is heart over head. Okay. So in the future, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So pages are information, and they're very young energy, okay? They're just the beginning of something. They could also be a young person, but this is usually good news coming in, some communication coming in, and getting in touch with your prosperity. Peacocks have always been a sign of prosperity, but this is a very slow moving energy. So it's going to be taking some time. Okay, so it's interesting that that's a slow moving energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Now, knights are action, and this is a very, very fast moving action where it's coming in and they're trying to they're like bringing into truth, clarity, It's still a mind over heart situation, but the energy is changing swiftly and quickly, okay? And this is going to bring a little bit of a dilemma, okay? We have the Two of Cups here, and they call it the windshield washers or the mind card. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? But see, look at what she's doing. She's got her arms crossed over her heart in order to protect her heart. But at the same time, she can straighten out her arms and take, set the swords down, and she can reach off and take the blindfold off. So what are you not choosing to see at this time? These are self-made thoughts and illusions. How many times do we worry over something and it never even happens like that? So it's like, take a step back and try to see things a little more clearly. And that's exactly what this card says. So where you are now as the Hermit is taking time to step back, go within, and find the answers to all your questions. This is going within and finding your own light and shining your light. It's time to shine your light out into the world. And the energy around you is you're tired, you are exhausted, you feel like you want to give up. But this card says, hang in there. Why are you going to give up just before you manifest this, okay? It says, persevere. Hang in there. It's coming. Do not give up. And your hopes and fears is the Two of Cups. You want this divine union. You want this close, loving relationship. You want to have it all. Okay? So the result is the Queen of Wands. Very warm, attractive person. They're very busy. They're very protective of their family and friends. They're ambitious, but yet these are the people that keep the world moving and turning. They go out there, they get the energy flowing and moving. They're very practical. They just smooth out everybody's lives and make sure everything's taken care of and everybody's happy. And then the first clarifier of that is the Hierophant. Okay, this is usually a religious figure or institution. It's also doing things in a traditional way. Okay. Can also be a marriage card. But there's so much going on right now that you're defensive, you're standing back, you don't know which direction to go in. Okay. You've got all these things in front of you that need to be done, and you're just overwhelmed and defensive. These things, they're not coming at you, but they're standing in front of you. It's like, pick your battle for one thing and prioritize. If you prioritize and tackle one thing at a time, this makes this much more manageable. And I'm going to pull one more card because I don't like to end like that. Okay. And then here's the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is telling me there's two interpretations for this card, okay? You're not seeing a situation clearly, okay? You may be blind to something that's going on. You've got your back turned to a situation. I don't know if you're just ignoring it or what, but there are 3 cups spilled and there are 5 cups still standing in full. You're so focused on what has happened that you're not still seeing the possibilities that are out there. So I don't know if you're walking away from a situation or you're walking away from something to new horizons. Okay. So the romance angel cards I pulled, the first one is unrequited love. There's not enough traction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But yet at the same time, the universe asks you to trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And that's exactly what the Fool card says also. To have faith and trust. Okay. So that is the love reading for the 16th to the 30th of April. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you'll come back and give us a chance. I have another reader that's going to be starting as soon as she gets her computer fixed. She'll be starting to do readings on here also. Okay? And I will see you again at the first of the month. Tomorrow I am going to be starting doing all the general readings for the signs. I wanted to get all the love readings up first. So you all have an awesome rest of the month. Thank you.